The George Rodriguez Foundation of the Arts hosts summer art camps designed to inspire students to create and develop their own unique artistic styles. This year, they're holding a How's the Weather art camp, and they asked us to help out. So, WGNO Chief Meteorologist Hank Allen is live at the Rodriguez Foundation's summer camp with more. Mr. Allen.
Hey, John, how you doing? Yeah, we are down here live at the Rodriguez Arts Foundation summer camp, and boy, I tell you what, really neat stuff going on here with the kids this year. Jock Rodriguez talking about the camp, and you guys do this all summer long.
That's right.
Great program for kids. This week we're talking about weather. Tell me a little bit about the camp here.
Yeah, sure. We're here at our education center in the warehouse district, and what we do all summer is have different age groups come in for a different themed camp. And it's always an arts involved, but we always like to infuse that with some sort of other subjects. So this week they're learning about science and cloud structure and all kind of weather stuff that you know about, right?
I know a little bit, yes. Not all clouds look like this. It's a free-for-all with the shaving cream clouds here. But this is super cool. So I know you're probably all booked up for the summer, right. I assume. How do people get involved in this if they want to, maybe in the coming years?
Well, they can always just check our website out. About 3 or 4 months out from the summer, we start announcing the camps, the age groups, and the topics. And so it's everything. Last week we had 3- and 4-year-olds that did prehistoric cave camps where they lived in a cave while they were here all day and did cave paintings and learned about the prehistoric man. So it's all kind of different camps, all the way up to 17-year-olds that do graffiti camp and street art. So it's lots of different options.
Awesome. Great stuff. Thanks for having me down here. John, we'll send it back to you. We'll come back. We'll do some weather live here coming up in a little bit, talk about that hot forecast.
Perfect, Hank. Weather and art all at once. Thank you very much.
All right, back down here at the George Rodriguez Foundation for the Arts Education Center. We're on to making bubbles right now. We will come back and talk about that very hot forecast in just a couple minutes. All righty, we are back down here live at the George Rodriguez Foundation of the Arts Education Center, and of course we have lots of kids with the summer camp blowing bubbles, and it's amazing how quiet they have gotten. Thank you guys. We're going to talk a little bit about the forecast here, and then they have a special cheer for you coming up in a little bit. So hold off, don't do it now. We'll come back in just a second and do that. First off, let's take a look at that satellite, though. Start you off with a look at some of those clouds out there. I mean, like yesterday, not a whole lot popping up. And for the most part, that is going to be the case through the day. We've talked the past couple of days about that big ridge of high pressure overhead. So as you try to get these little daytime heating clouds popping up, these puffy cumulus clouds, for the most part, they really don't have a whole lot of luck really popping up too big. And so that means that the rain chances are really small out there for today. I think yesterday we saw maybe 5 or 6 little thunder showers down to the south. Maybe 1 or 2 out there for today, but the rain chance is really, really slim, and so it is going to be hot out there through the afternoon. Take a look at the Treasure Chest Casino cam. Little bit of a breeze on the flags up top. We have just a small southerly breeze right now at about 8 miles per hour, so not really enough to cool you off. And of course, I think it would take a lot of wind out there to cool you off as hot as it is right now. Metro Cam shows you some of those little clouds popping up, like little cotton balls hanging around up top there. And that is what we're going to be seeing for the most part as we go through the rest of the day. Temperatures warming up quickly, already in the mid to upper 80s, 86 right now at the airport. Boy, it is steamy outside, no question about it. Dew points are in the low 70s. That's the problem. So this is by no means a dry heat. You know that if you've been outside. Take a look at the heat index values all the way into the low 90s at this point. Some places approaching 100 as we go through the next couple of hours. So that heat index, we're not going to see an advisory out of that, but it is potentially dangerous if you're outside for any length of time. So remember those heat safety tips. Try to get in the shade if you can. Try to exercise in the morning or evening as opposed to the heat of the day. And, of course, drink plenty of water, plenty of fluids. You got to stay hydrated. Even if you're just running some errands, this type of heat can really, really dehydrate you, even if you're not really doing a whole lot of what feels like strenuous work. So try to take it easy out there during the day today and really for the next couple of days. The big story, that big ridge of high pressure, as you look at the satellite, that is parked right over the panhandle of Texas. And so this is just a tremendously strong summertime air mass. A lot of sinking air, no real storms underneath that, just a bunch of heat, 90s to 100 in the plains. Denver actually yesterday hit 100 degrees, the earliest they have ever done that. And of course that ridge sort of extending east a little bit, so that hot air really able to seep its way east of the Mississippi River, and that's why we're feeling it right now and will for the next few days for the most part. So let's take a look at that forecast as we go through the afternoon. Again, we'll call it partly cloudy. Probably 99.9% of you do not see any rainfall for today. May see 1 or 2 spotty storms down to the south, not even as many as yesterday. So Try to stay cool, maybe get in the pool. Remember that sunscreen, though, if you're out and about. Plenty of that sun out there. Tonight, low to mid 70s, so we really don't cool down a whole lot at night. And as we head into the next several days, next decent rain chance, which is, relatively speaking, comes in on Friday. Really not even a great chance of that. But a weak little front tries to come in and gives us a few showers. Otherwise, heat, the big story as we go through the next several days. And, of course, you can always go to WGNO.com/weather for the latest. All right, everybody look at the camera and wave. We are back here live as we continue our weather-related art projects. You guys remember the little chant we have? All right, yeah, that's it. Let's get it going. Yes, keep it going.
Ah, yes.
We've incited a riot, John.
Hold him down, Hank. Thanks very much.